we're here. It's going to be a long few days. So this is my 1991 Toyota Levin with a wee 4 in it, which I'll show you in the next couple of days, running hopefully. And yeah, it's a little bit sad right now. 7 days to get it ready for racing. It'll be a tall order. She had a good shunt in this corner up here. Ended up with basically a tree coming in here, smack it in, it basically ended up taking out this corner into about here. So I've since removed all from down here all the way up to here, or actually through here. The strut tower itself was fine. It was shunted in and around a little bit, but managed to pull all that back out. Basically cut through here, down through the firewall, all the way down to the bottom, cut through here, cut through here-ish, took all that piece out and replaced it with a new piece, overlapping all the sections as we go. I'm sure that I can show you some pictures here somewhere. So we're now into the next phase, which is clean this all up. So I'll basically strip all the stuff out of the interior. It's become a dumping ground for the last 18 months. Strip all the inside out, get it all nice and vacuumed out, and then we'll assess what we're going to do. It's going to be a tall order to get running in 6 or 7 days. It'll be a big effort, but it'll be fun. I've got a mate of mine coming around later to give me a hand, so get him on rubbing down some of the interior parts ready for paint. So we'll see how we go. Here we are with Daniel crawling around in the cage, really trying to squeeze himself in there. He's on the wax and grease remover, getting ready for paint. We've assessed everything and rubbed everything down with some Scotch-Brite sort of product. Now we're into sealing all the seams that I mentioned before. I'll get into that now, which is this seams here. This seems to be the easiest to use. Brush on just straight out of a can. Dries fairly quickly. Start sealing some of these seams here, so I can do it one-handed. It's I haven't used a lot of this stuff, but it's yeah, it works all right. You sort of just lather it on. You can mask it all off, but most of the stuff's hidden anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So just as long as it seals it up, so we don't get any water in where it shouldn't be. That's the main thing here. Yeah, so I'm going to get into that. I'll come back once I've done more of it. Right, so we're all sealed up, ready to start getting into the paint. So I've never done before, so this will be a bit interesting. We're done. As I say, we've gone through and done a whole heap of sealing. Everything's been masked up nicely. This took probably the last hour and a half. A lot of grey in there which needs to be coloured and then cleared. Daniel's just going around checking all the little flappy bits. It's fairly windy outside here, so who knows where the overspray is going to go, but we'll deal with it. So mix and paint. And what is it you do, Daniel? Introduce yourself to the channel.
G'day. Watches. Yeah, Daniel. I've got a workshop in town, automotive repairs and things. Just out here trying to get the old Levin going again. After a few years off. Well, how long has it been now?
About 18 months.
Yeah.
That's,
right, so it was November.
You were in the car when it happened?
Yeah, co-driving. November 18? No, it must be 19, yeah. Yeah, because it's coming up again actually. We should go and do that event again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not put off.
No.
I just asked too much of myself in the car. Didn't have the talent to pull it off. Right, so it's quite a nice sort of goldy bronze colour that we made out of a whole heap of just stuff we had lying around. This is probably 4 years ago now, so who knows how good this paint actually is. Hopefully okay.
It's about as good as our masking job.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, it's hard to see when it's bronze going on something brown.
There's paint on that though. Yeah, it's got to be good. There's also overspray on these cars now too.
Yeah, that's a very valid point.
Anyway, that's out of shot, so it doesn't matter.
As you would see in the previous part of the video, I'm not a good painter. Absolutely shocking, but managed to get the hang of it by the end of it. Had to just ignore the camera. It was getting too awkward for me to try to do my job. But no, we're here. I'll show you what it's turned out like. It's I haven't cleared it yet, so we've only got colour on it. We're now, yeah, we had a few bars that weren't coloured at all. There's a few light patches where I haven't managed to get enough colour, but it'll do. Once there's the clear on it, I think it will be okay. You can see obviously this is part where I've just painted. This is original with clear on it already. So there's a few spots like that, like the seat mounts on the other side. They were modified a little bit, so I've added a little bit of colour to them, which they were black before, just to keep them from rusting. And yeah, the corner where we tidied up now looks a bit more the way it should, the right colours and whatnot. And yeah, up in here has turned out, yeah, acceptable, I think. It's getting a bit late now and pretty cold, so I don't think clear will actually dry. Oh, actually, I have no idea. I think it's only probably about 3 degrees at the moment, so it's probably not a good idea to give it a go now. I'm getting tired, so we'll see you guys in the morning. This is the finished product. Managed to get the clear on. It wasn't quite so bad. I was hoping that the colour match was going to be pretty close, considering we used the same colour that we mixed the original time, but obviously something's happened over time and it's not quite the same. You can see that this is sort of more of a goldy colour and this is more of a bronze, so is what it is. Maybe it'll fade, I'm not sure, who knows. Black was all identical to what it was before, so it's turned out pretty good. And yeah, so this is the inside. Has full custom dash, everything I've just done over time. This was a $700 Toyota Corolla from southern New Zealand. Had the good 4AGE small port motor in it, so I actually bought it for the motor itself, but ended up I was going to put it into something rear wheel drive, but having too much fun with it in this, so now it's time to start reassembling it. I need to let the clear dry. It's sort of half dry. I'll leave it overnight before I start chucking stuff into it. As I say, motor hasn't run in 18 months, so that'll be interesting to get going. But we're there. We're the hard part's done. The scary part's done anyway. Part that I don't know about, so the rest of it's all doable for me. Pull out the shocks, we'll service them. There's some standard sort of Bilsteins out of a Subaru. I've looked over the car. I've actually gone out this morning and had a look at suspension options. Looks like what I've got in here is getting pretty tired, even though it's only done one season of rallying. It looks like it's pretty much shot, so I'll probably be building something better. I'm hopefully going to get it fired up today. That's the goal. And then, yeah, if I can work out after 18 months of it sitting here all with this octopus of mess, yeah, I can't remember where everything went. So if I can work all that out, get all the power connected up, batteries sitting behind the driver's seat here. Of course, driver's on the right hand side in New Zealand. We'll see if we can hear some noise out of this thing later on today.